Hi, I'm Patti Page, and wait till you see what we've got cooking for tonight. I think it's ready, too. Yes, it is. Oh, I'm burning my finger. Here we go. The Big Record.
The Oldsmobile division of General Motors Corporation, on behalf of your authorized Oldsmobile quality dealer, presents The Big Record. Live from New York, the musical capital of the world, the music of all the world on The Big Record. Tonight in person, Georgia Gibbs, Slezak, the Shepherd Sisters, Guylaine Guy, Erroll Garner, Ralph Bump, Billy Maxton, and special guest star Johnnie Ray. And here's a girl to keep the big record spinning, the star of our show, Miss Patti Page.
Let it snow, let the wind blow, let the snowflakes fall, and we'll have a ball. 'Cause the snow is snowing, the wind is blowing. I will weather the storm. What do I care how much it may storm? I've got my love to keep me warm. Can't remember a worse November. Just watch those icicles form. What do I care how icicles form? I've got my love to keep me warm. Off with my overcoat, off with my gloves. I need no overcoat. I'm burning with love. My heart's on fire. Flame grows higher, but I will weather the storm. What do I care how much it may storm? I've got my love to keep me warm. Off with my overcoat and off with my gloves. I need no overcoat. I'm burning with love. My heart's on fire. Flame grows higher. I will weather the storm. What do I care how much it may storm? I've got my love to keep me heart warm and love to keep me. I've got my love to keep me Thank you so very much, and welcome to the Big Record, where we bring you the stars who make the records big. Right now, we'd like to bring you one of the greatest new ideas to come along this year. I like it because, as you'll see, now you can really have music wherever you go.
Mind if I cut in to tell you about myself? I am a car radio, and rather unusual one, if I do say so. You see, I'm a transportable car radio, and I reside in a new 1958 Oldsmobile. Pretty luxurious surroundings, eh? Yes, I operate equally well in the car or out. Feels good to get out once in a while. Hey, you're not paying attention. If you want to let your eye move to a thing of beauty, just take in my house in that new Oldsmobile Super 88. Come on up and get a close look. I'll give you appropriate music. What a car to drive, with new rocket engine power and pneumatic ride. Say, before we go, how about a date for a rocket ride? Okay, I'll see you tomorrow at your dealer's in a new 58 Oldsmobile.
Now, our first guest tonight has just about set the world of show business on fire in the last few years. I only have time to mention a few of the major highlights of his fantastic career. I'm sure you recall most of them. At the age of 2 1/2, he picked out Rock of Ages on the piano. At 12, he joined the church choir in Dallas, Oregon. At 14, he did some plays at Franklin High School. At 17, he appeared on an amateur show from Portland. And at 19, he was a straight man in a comedy act in Seattle. Now, what he's done since then, I have no idea. Here he is, Johnnie Ray.
If your sweetheart sends a letter of goodbye, it's no secret you'll feel better if you cry when waking from a bad dream. Don't you sometimes think it's real, but it's only false emotions that you feel. If your heart aches into hang around too long, and you're blue, keep getting bluer with each song. Well, now remember, sunshine can be found behind a cloudy sky. So let your head down and go right on, baby, and cry. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I can't tell you what a pleasure it is to appear on the big record for the very first time. And now I'd like to sing for the very first time one side of our latest Columbia records. It's called Soliloquy of a Fool. Fool, fool, that's what I am, just a fool. Crazy feeling the first time we met. We hit it right off. Gee, I'll never forget the way she holds my hand, the way she kissed and sighed. There never was a girl no sweeter. Why did I mistreat her? Now she's got another guy. Fool, fool, that's what I am, just a fool. There was a night when she asked me if I would ever be true. She told me if I loved her not to do the things I do. I said, don't tie me down. And that's what made her cry. There never was a girl no sweeter. Why did I mistreat her? Now she's got another guy. Fool, fool, that's what I am, just a fool. I get to thinking it over alone in my room. I guess that I deserve all this misery and gloom. I let my chance go by the night I made her cry. There never was a girl no sweeter. Why did I mistreat her? Now she's got another guy. Fool, fool, that's what I am, just a fool. Fool, fool, that's what I am, just a fool.
Just wonderful, Johnny. Just wonderful. And do you think I can make up for that tongue-in-cheek introduction I gave you and treat you to a soda?
Well, that sounds like a good idea, Patty, but can you leave the theater while The show is on.
I really don't have to, Johnny, because it's time now to welcome our teenage favorite at our own soda shop. Come with me.
Round the soda parlor when the kids begin to holler for the teenage favorite. The menu doesn't matter, it's a different kind of plan for the teenage favorite. Before the in-between age, Patty has a teenage favorite guest. Right here, right here, right here, right, Patty?
All right, Johnny. You know, Johnny, you started out as such a teenage favorite yourself. I'm sure, and right now we all want to meet and hear the current favorite of the jukebox set. You with me?
I've got my dime ready.
You have?
Save your money, Johnny. We're live.
And they certainly are. The sensational Shepherd Sisters with their new Lance bestseller, Alone. Go.
La 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 la. Ya 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 ya. La 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 la. Ya 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 ya. La 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 la. Ya 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 ya. Ya ya. La 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 la. La 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 la. I've spent so many hours with you. How can I be alone? I dream alone. La 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 la. Our dreams were meant for us to share. How can I dream alone? There's such a thing as forgiving. So why can't you forgive? There's such a thing as forgetting. Can't you forgive and forget? La 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 la. Why must we be apart? La 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 la. Let's put our hearts together and never be alone. There's such a thing as forgiving, so why can't you forgive? There's such a thing as forgetting. Can't you forgive and forget? La 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 la. We be apart. La 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 la. Let's put our hearts together and never ever be alone. La 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 la. Yeah 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 yeah. La 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 la. Yeah 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 yeah. La 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 la. Yeah 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 yeah. Yeah yeah.
Something new, as sung by my favorite Broadway stars, Bill Hayes and Florence Henderson.
Thank you,
Thank
Patty.
you, Patty.
What a thrill to take the wheel
Of a rocket Oldsmobile.
You know, there's a new word to describe that Oldsmobile thrill.
It's spelled O-D-S-M-O-B-I-L-I-T-Y. O-L-D-S, Oldsmobility, glamorous new. Oldsmobility, powerful, yes. Oldsmobility in Olds 458. Just wait till you see Oldsmobility in action.
Like in the beautiful new Dynamic 88.
There's a new rocket engine under the hood, new power, and greater fuel economy.
Economy that matches the down-to-earth price of an 88. The lowest priced rocket engine car.
There's nothing like the 58 Oldsmobile.
Yes, there's no mobility like
O-L-D-S, Oldsmobility in Olds 458.
You know, we get many letters asking that certain people who have appeared on our show be brought back again. And if it's possible, we try to do just that. And we've had a raft of requests for our next big record guest. So, ladies and gentlemen, with a number from his big Columbia album, Concert by the Sea, which, by the way, was the #1 jazz album of 1957, the one and only Erroll Garner. Go, Erroll.
I now have the honor of introducing a talented singer. I'm sure I don't have to remind you of the great things that she's done. At 10, she formed a trio with her sisters. When she was 15, she sang in assembly at the Daniel Webster High School. And at 18, she was the singing rage of a radio station in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Now, what she has done since then, I have no idea. But here she is, the wonderful Miss Patti Page.
For always and always I'll remember today how you held me and kissed me in the tenderest way. Even though you may leave me, in my heart you will stay. Though I'm lonely tomorrow, I'll remember today. For as long as I live, dear, I'll remember today how you whispered I love you in the tenderest way. Through the winds of December and the magic of May, through a million tomorrows, I'll remember today. and kissed me in the tenderest way. Through a million miles, I'll remember today. I'll remember. Oh, how I remember today.
Next week, this portion of the big record will be brought to you by Liquid Chiffon and wonderful Dial Soap.
Look. New golden bar. New golden wrapper. It's new golden dial with new protection for you. New mildness, too. For new golden dial contains Super AT7, a combination of two remarkable ingredients. Together, they're twice as effective as any protective ingredient in any other soap. So new golden dial removes odor-causing bacteria better than ever. In one bath, Dial stops odor better than two baths with any two ordinary soaps. And Golden Dial keeps fighting odor for days. New Golden Dial is milder than ever. Its cosmetic mild lather removes bacteria that often spread surface blemishes. And Golden Dial's protection lasts all day, even under makeup. Especially now. Aren't you glad you use Dial soap? Don't you wish everybody did?
In their search for the big record, the recording executives are always on the lookout for new, distinctive sounds. And yet, one of the best-selling sounds on record is that familiar tinkle of fingers on ivory, a sound just as new as exciting as the imagination of the piano player. Now, tonight, we've invited three of the top ivory ticklers in the business to take the same simple melody and make it their own. So here together for the first time on television are Billy Maxted, Ralph Font, and Erroll Garner with Tea for Three. It's all yours.
after staying out late, walking my baby back home. Arm in arm over meadow and farm, walking my baby back home. We go along harmonizing a song, or I'm reciting a poem. The owls go by and they give me the eye, walking my baby back home. We stop for a while, she gives me a smile and cuddles her cheek to my chest. We started to pet, and that's when I get my talcum all over his neck. And after I try to straighten my tie, I have to borrow his comb. One kiss and then we continue again, walking my baby back home. Go! Hey, but it's great after staying out late, walking my baby back home. Arm in arm over meadow and farm, walking my baby home. We go along, singing a song, I'm reciting a poem. Owls go by and they give me the eye, walking my baby back home. She stops for a while, she gives me a smile and cuddles her cheek to my chest.
We started to bed, and that's when I get
her powder all over my vest. After I try to fix my tie, I have to borrow his coat. One kiss, then we gotta do it again, walking my baby back home.
Your Oldsmobile dealer invites you to see and try the great new Oldsmobiles for 1958. When you take the wheel, you'll discover why there's no mobility like Oldsmobility. Stay tuned for the second half of the big record, which follows immediately. With her nibs, Miss Georgia Gibbs, Broadway and Hollywood star Walter Slezak, the Mademoiselle from Paris, Guylaine Guy, and our own Patti Page. Now it's time for local stations to take a break. Okay, local stations, break.
Playhouse.
Theme in Baking presents
Record!
live from New York, the music capital of the world. Tonight, in person, Georgia Gibbs, Walter Slezak, the Shepherd Sisters, Guylaine Guy, Erroll Garner, and special guest star Johnnie Ray, and starring Miss Patti Page.
Now here's the big record. Let it roll!
Say goodbye to you, darling. Hope we never have to part. Cross my heart, I'll never lie to you, darling. Here's what's in my heart. I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, I do. Baby mine, I want you, want you, want you, want you, want you, I do. Sweet-eyed mine, I love you, I want you, but you get me upset. Now, baby, tell me why you're playing so hard to get. I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, I do. Baby mine, I love you, love you, love you, love you. Baby mine, I want you, want you, want you. I want you, but you get me upset. Tell me, baby, why you're playing so hard to get. I love you, love you, love you. All right, Rocky, you play it.
love you, love you, love you, love you, I do.
Shut up.
I want you, want you, want you, want you, want you, I do. Sweetheart mine, I love you in the morning, but you get me upset. Tell me, honey, why you playing so hard to get? I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, I do. Baby, my never, baby, my never, no. Baby, my.
You're just beautiful, but we have to really go on with the show because it's time now for our regular chit-chat with one of the nation's leading disc jockeys. And here he is, looking more like a college professor, which, oh, by the way, he is, than the spin boy, or he was, rather, than the spin boy he is. Erwin Johnson from WBNS, the Columbia affiliate in Columbus, Ohio. Erwin!
And how are you, Patty? So you have a great show going here.
Oh, well, thank you, Irvin, but I want to know about you. Have you really been doing your same show for how many years is it?
Well, yes, I've been the early worm for about as many years as you are old, Patty. 17.
Oh, that's sweet talk, Irwin.
7,621 broadcasts. And before you have a chance to ask me the question, let me say, no, you never get used to getting up that early.
I bet you don't. One more thing. You really were a college professor, right?
Oui, naturellement. I taught French for about 9 years at Ohio State.
And you could do a commercial in French, no?
Mais oui, Patty. Take these cakes, for example. Beautiful, smooth, fluffy, light frosting. Beau, doux, écumeux, glacé léger. Like the fancy homemade cooked frostings, yes. But these frostings were not cooked. Now, this one was made with Pillsbury fluffy white frosting mix. That's right, no cooking with this mix. Il ne faut pas cuire avec ce mélange. C'est Pillsbury. Pillsbury creamy fudge frosting mix. No cooking, and it's guaranteed not to sugar. And the same is true of the 3 other Pillsbury frosting mixes. Pillsbury creamy caramel, no cooking. Pillsbury creamy fudge, guaranteed not to sugar. And Pillsbury's exclusive new milk chocolate. And are they delicious? Any one of them. They have that real old-fashioned, hard-to-make cooked frosting taste. And your family will rave about them. Yes, try Pillsbury frosting mix on a Pillsbury cake real soon. Pillsbury's frosting mix. Et maintenant, retournons à Mademoiselle Patti Page et le grand disque.
Well, thanks a lot, Erwin Johnson. I wish I could talk French like that. Well, no popular record collection would be complete unless it included the big records of Tweedledee, Dance With Me, Henry, Kiss of Fire, and so many, many others. And our big record show wouldn't be complete unless we included the gal who made those million copy sellers. So here she is, with a medley of her big record favorites, including her newest RCA victory hit, I Miss You. Her nibs, Miss Georgia Gibbs.
Dance with me, Henry.
Don't mean me.
Walk with me, Henry.
Any old time.
Talk to me, Henry.
Don't change your.
Dance with me, Henry.
Right.
You got to dance, dance, while the music rolls on. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Thank you. As happy as can be. Jiminy Cricket, Jiminy Jack, you make my heart go clickety-clack. Sweet, hit it sweetly, sweetly dee. Hit it sweetly, sweetly dee. Tweedly dee, tweedly dee. Jose Gibbs. Here. I touch your lips and all of what the sparks go fly. Devil lips that know so well the and though I feel the danger, still the flame grows higher. I know I must surrender to your kiss of fire. Just like a torch you set the soul within me burning. I must go on along this road of no returning. And though it burns me and it turns me into ashes, my whole world crashes without your kiss of fire. I can't resist you. What good is there in trying? What good is there denying? You're all that I desire. Since first I kissed you, my heart was yours completely. If I'm a slave, then it's a slave I want to be. Don't pity me. Don't pity me. Give me your lips that you only let me fall. Love me tonight and let the devil take tomorrow. I know that I must have your kiss, although it dooms me, though it consumes me. Your kiss of everywhere I go, people seem to know I miss you. Miss you. Maybe what they see is a lonely me. I miss you. Miss you. When I see two lovers kiss, I recall we were like this. Oh, my darling. Oh, my sweetheart. I miss you. Miss you. Every time I do things I did with you, I'm lonely. Lonely. Living isn't fun when you miss your one and only. Only. So my heart always will yearn for the day of your return. I hope some lovely day I will hear you say I miss you. Ba, 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 ba. So my heart always will yearn for the day of your return. I hope some lovely day I will hear you say I miss you.
And now let's welcome one of the theater's most versatile performers. He's played so many different roles in television, movies, and on the stage that you may know him better as an actor than for his talent as a singer. But if you missed seeing him as Phineas in the big Broadway hit musical Fanny, I'm sure you'll make room for a new big record favorite tonight. And from the original RCA showcast album of Fanny, in the role he created, Walter Slezak sings the inspiring To My Wife.
To my wife, who walks so gently through my thoughts all day long, clean and fresh and white, soft and strong, makes me feel that there is nothing I can't do if I try with my lovely wife standing by. She may scold, say I eat too much, find some fault, give free advice. But a meal needs that added touch of salt and spice to be extra nice. Words won't do. There's so much I must thank her for. Where to start? How am I to say from the heart what I owe? To my critic, my partner, the flavor of my life, to my wife. Women are made to be loved, not understood. After all, what is a wife but a paradox of chemistry? An unstable element that can boil over nothing, freeze in an instant, and, when handled tenderly, will melt in your arms. She's a helpless creature who is able to open any lock with a hairpin, fix an electric toaster with a pair of scissors, and when the car is out of gas, she can run it for 10 blocks on the starter button. She takes 20 years to make a man of her boy, and then turns him over to another woman who makes a boy out of him in 20 minutes. She's an angel in a house dress, guarding a wall-to-wall heaven. She's a million bachelor dreams done up in pin curls. As a famous Greek philosopher once said, a wife is someone who will stick by you through all the troubles you would not have had you not married her. But I don't agree with him. For every night before I fall asleep, and every morning when I wake up, I raise an invisible glass to the sunlight that brightens the autumn of my life, to my wife.
New, improved Pillsbury Quick Cinnamon Rolls. Now with icing. Everything's right in the package. 8 rolls of fresh dough spread with sparkly sugar and spicy cinnamon. And this creamy icing. When the rolls come piping hot from the oven, spread on the creamy icing. Watch it melt down in. Get new, improved Pillsbury Quick Cinnamon Rolls with icing. Look for them in your grocer's dairy case, where you'll find all Pillsbury fresh dough products. America's new way to bake.
The names of the winners of the big Pillsbury Fresh Dough Free drawing. And here are the results. The grand prize winner, Mrs. James J. Connor, 2551 East 13th Street, Brooklyn, New York. And the second prize winner, Edith Buckland in Corina, Maine. Congratulations. A Pillsbury representative will contact both of you lucky winners, and the 100 other winners will be notified by mail. Time when I visited there last summer that I had our scene designer recreate a little of it for you in form of this life-size postcard right here on our stage. And I only hope that it conveys a little bit of the feeling that I experienced when we sat at a table very much like this one and listen to an exciting young lady who's the current darling of Paris as she sang a hit song from her new RCA Victor album, French style, the lovely Mademoiselle Guylaine Guy.
La vie me pousse, rien qu'une secousse. Je me sens fatiguée, rincée, je ne pense qu'à me coucher, oui, moi. Je vous dis en douce, je les ai à la trousse, depuis que je suis née. Quand je vois les gens se promener, discuter, et tout ça pourquoi? Pour aller travailler. Je me dis qu'au fond j'ai raison de saisir l'occasion pour aller faire mon petit ronron. Oui, 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 moi. Voilà le pouce, mais je préfère la mousse des bois. Et un petit rayon de soleil par-dessus tout ça. Et je lui tourne le dos, Nicolas, qu'elle me pousse un peu trop, car moi, je vous dis en douce, je les ai à la repousse, depuis que je suis née. Un petit bégasson s'entend simplement pour faire plaisir au printemps, car je le comprends, même embarquer un beau jour en amour pour un voyage au long cours, je ne suis pas pour, non, 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 moi. Voilà, il me pousse, et si mon cœur loue, ça c'est bien certain, je ne fais ni une ni deux, et je vais plus loin. You were just absolutely...
merveilleuse is the word.
Merveilleuse. And you sang such a simple, charm...
Chanson.
Chanson.
Oui.
Merci beaucoup, Patti.
Walter, I need a little bit more help, if you don't mind.
Let's help.
How do you say I am in French?
I am je suis.
Je suis. Je suis. And another phrase is for you call me.
Well, you can say tu m'appelles.
Tu m'appelles. Je suis and tu m'appelles, right? Vic, a little translation music, please.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
This is what I say. If you're ever up a tree, here je suis.
Here je suis.
If you're ever down a well, tu m'appelles.
On dit appelez-moi.
I will mix you a bicarbonate when you've ate my crepe Suzette. It's friendship, friendship, just a perfect friendship. When other friendships just ain't no more.
Ours will be très chaud.
La-di-la-di-la-di-day-day-day.
If you're thirsty, sweet Fräulein, have a stein.
He'll have a stein.
If your hot dog comes me out, I'll bring kraut.
The sauerkraut.
At Pinocchio, if a kibitzer drives you nuts, I'll slug the clot.
It's friendship, friendship, just the bitter friendship. When other friendships call it quits,
I'll still be Wiener and you'll be Schnitt.
Ach du lieber and the chop, chop, chop.
Have you ever in Paris call on me?
Oui, Gigi.
Bring a bottle of Moselle and ring my bell.
Oui, mademoiselle.
We'll be holding a reunion around the Seine. Dear Guylaine, it's friendship,
friendship, not a just pretension. When every Shrider and every Scout and all their buddies call and out, when every friendship has been passé, hearts will betray, hearts will betray.
Next week, this portion of the big record will be brought to you by Kellogg's, the greatest name in cereals. Here speaking for them is Dennis, Mr. Protein James.
Well, tomorrow is Thanksgiving. I don't have to tell you that. And that gives me a chance to say that maybe you ought to take this Kellogg Special K and use it in your turkey stuffing. But I ain't going to do it. But don't get the idea it's not a good idea. What I really want to talk to you about tonight is to just tell you that all of us folks around Kellogg wish you and your families a very, very happy, pleasant Thanksgiving. And speaking of families, well, Kellogg's has always had your family in mind, and that's precisely why Kellogg's came out with this Special K. Now, this is a cereal that is just loaded with protein. More protein than any other leading cereal, hot or cold. I've told you before, and I think you'll agree with it, every one of us every day needs protein. It repairs and it sustains all body tissue. And Special K here gives you protein in a very tempting way. Take a look at it. Now, it's not a puff and it's not a flake. It's more than both of those. But I can tell you this. Here is a cereal whose flavor you're going to love. Special K with a big red K on the front and all that wonderful protein inside. So try it tomorrow for breakfast, will you? Or if you want to stuff the turkey with it, that's okay by me. Suit yourself. We'll get back to the big record right now, and I'll see you all next week, okay? Okay.
Oh, there's no place like home for the holidays, 'cause no matter how far away you roam, right? When you pine for the sunshine of a friendly gaze, for the holidays you can't be home, sweet home. Good night, Daddy. Good night. Man who lives in Tennessee, and he was heading for Pennsylvania and some homemade pumpkin pie.
Don't eat too much pie. Good night.
Traveling down to Dixie's sunny shore, from Atlantic to Pacific, the traffic is terrific. Bon voyage, Guylaine.
Bon voyage.
Home for the holidays, 'cause no matter how far away you roam,
If you want to be happy in a million ways, for the holidays you can't be home, sweet home.
Don't eat too much Thanksgiving dinner, Walter.
The way I eat, it's always Thanksgiving.
if you want to be happy in a million ways, for the holidays you can't beat home, sweet home.
Home, sweet home for the holidays. Home, sweet home for the holidays.
When shadows fall and night whispers day is ending, my thoughts are ever waiting. When crickets call, my heart is forever yearning once more to be returning home. When the hills conceal the setting sun, stars begin a-peeping one by one. Night covers all, and though fortune may forsake me, sweet dreams will ever take me home, home.
For tonight, I hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving, but be sure to be back with us next week when we're expecting Benny Goodman and his quartet, J.P. Morgan, Jimmy Rogers, Dick Contino, and our special guest stars, the Will Maston Trio starring Sammy Davis Jr., and I hope you.
It's new, it's Pillsbury's Best. It's a shaker flour package of Pillsbury's Best. Shake out flour or spoon out flour in exactly the right amount for sauces and gravies for flouring meats. Here's another way to buy Pillsbury's Best. Pillsbury's Best in a new shaker package. This